Hello, everyone. Um, I decided that I would come on to do a story, or you can call it advice or whatever you want to do. But this old lady talk. This is Joanna. This old lady talk. Okay, I I've been wanting to bring this to you because I have said it before, way back over a year ago when I first started my channel, telling my stories and all this right here. So here it has gotten lost in the shuffle. So I say, well, let me come back and because I see a lot of it coming up now. So I'm going to start. I'm going to go ahead on and start. I know it's live and I don't see anyone that's on here with me, but I want to get started because I am going to publish this video. First of all, if you see my title, I lived in a sexless marriage. Okay. Now, this is a real story. And I want to tell y'all that it's anyone that's living in a sexless marriage right now, I feel sorry for you. And I'm not going to say hats off to you if you're living in a sexless marriage because it's torture. Um, and sexless marriage, it's not just a physical intercourse encounter with your partner, your wife or your husband. It's the touching, the caressing, the interaction in any kind of way of attraction, touching, anything like that. Intimacy is there is nothing there. Now, can you imagine? I know some of you going like, no way, I can't imagine. It would never happen to me. Let me tell you this. If you think that I was looking for this to happen to me, um, no, I was not. Um, when I got my divorce, that was in 2014. I had been married uh let me see when it 1998, I think it was. I had been a widow for 10 years. Now you got to listen at what I'm saying. Widow for 10 years to a man that there was nothing wrong with our sexual um life. Matter of fact, I used to I couldn't come out of the bathroom. I would peep out to make sure that he wasn't around because the scent of me, he would just like pounce. So I went from that 10 years later to absolutely nothing in a marriage. Um, so let me see. Let me take you back. If you have a sign of someone you getting ready to marry, first of all, if this man is a Christian man, I think I've said this to you before, Christian or not, and I know that you might say, well, I'm going to be so true to the faith that, I'm not going to have sex with my spouse. But now we're living in the real world. Let's be real. Because I don't want anyone to go through what I'm doing this video to prevent any woman to go through with what I went through with for almost 20 years. Okay. When you have a man that not even holding hands with you in public. But you thinking like maybe because, he is so into God that he don't want to be seen holding hands because he don't want nobody to think nothing different. That is and then when there's nobody around you, now come on, now something's wrong with that. Okay, another sign. When you see signs coming up, honey, we are given signs for a reason. We choose to ignore the signs. We will make right or something that doesn't make sense. That's just in our nature to overlook things, um to try to make sense out of something that is not reality. It's not reality for a man to not have a physical attraction. I'm not talking about he jealous of you because you're not where you say you was at a certain time. He has that quality. Or you might be in church and he forgetting this Wednesday night Bible study, and he's saying, "Well, where were you? Because I went to your house, you weren't home," or something like you saying, "Oh, didn't you forget this Bible?" Oh, that's nothing. That's what you call, that's a little jealousy. Now that might turn you on, like, oh, you he's jealous of you or something like that. Honey, that ain't nothing. That's nothing. Um, but when it gets down to y'all together and absolutely nobody around but God in heaven, and you reach out, you hold hands with this man that you gonna marry. You got a ring on your finger, and you holding hands with him, walking around. But when you, soon as you get like to a highway where people can see you, he kind of like take his hand down like it's something wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's a sign. That wasn't him scratching his head or his hand getting sweat. Honey, it's a reason why this man don't want to even be seen. Okay, right away, straight away, you would say, "Mm, he's got a woman in this area somewhere that he don't want to be seen." You'll think that. Then you might think, "Oh, he don't want anyone from the church to see him holding hands," because they may go as far as thinking that you're having sex before marriage. Now, let me tell you this, y'all. If you are grown, like I was at the time, I'm talking about so grown till you got one child that is married and has a child, and no, two of them. You got like two grandkids, and you got another child that's 15 years old. So you're not a child, okay? You're not a child. You're a grown woman, and you are true yourself in the faith. You love God like anybody else. You're faithful. Okay, you're really trying to figure this thing out. Okay, one thing about it, you gonna say like, you've been blessed. If you go there with that, talking about you blessed, let me tell you, he got to show some kind of sign that he got it going on with that. Like huffing and puffing and saying little things like, we gotta hurry up and marry because um I can't take it no longer, or we can't get this close because I'm hot, or something, like some type of insinuation that he is burning hot and he want to get it on like that. That's what I'm saying. But if you're not getting that vibe, like he's on fire for you and he's snatching your, usually a man, you have the woman have to back them back, like hold off, buddy, you know, honey. But we talking about reality. Now it's 2022, and honey, let me tell you, I doubt if anybody waiting till marriage. I'm gonna be honest with you. If they already been married twice and they grown, okay, they could be a preacher in the pulpit. Now I'm telling you this, you don't just shirk that off by you being blessed, honey. You getting ready to get the curse of your life. Then the next thing you know, um, he okay, you marry this man. You in the courthouse, just all of a sudden you just in the courthouse. You planning for a wedding, but he come up with something like, really he can't wait. So you go like, okay, well, he must was, into it. So okay, we'll go to the courthouse. So you go to the courthouse, you follow through whatever, because like he just like, in a rush. So you go, oh, okay. So you go to the courthouse and you get your wish because there's a pastor there in the courthouse and he marries you. But before he take you in, he have like a little conference with you both, and you know, then you marry. After you say I do to your husband, the one that you're in the church, and it's like to death do you part. That's what you believe in, and that's what you have buried two husbands, waited 10 years for this one. And this was it. This is the man you're going to grow old with, and all of this. And the next thing you know, you're running to the vehicle because he's taking you to the house. You going, oh boy, honey. He jump up there before you could get, I mean, no romance whatsoever. None. I'm seriously. It's something like out of a freak movie or something. You're not believing what's going on because there ain't no love making this somebody getting you up there, and you hear you just got married and you got on all your clothes except for down here to the bottom, and you ain't even put no covers back or nothing like that. It's just like you still in the street with a man or something. He jump up there, bam, 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 and I am not exaggerating. And it's over. And it's blamed on he took some kind of pill that you are unaware of. But wait, I'm jumping ahead. But anyway, you go like, maybe he was ready. Okay, now you didn't go out to dinner, you didn't do anything special on your wedding day. Nothing special. So you decide, you said, let me call my children, and let them know I got married today. That's what I did. I called my kids. I said, well, I just want to let y'all know mom got married today. And they were saying, congratulations. I think they came over to the house or whatever. Yeah. So then Night began to fall upon us. And you ain't gonna believe I had to cook on my wedding night. Um, I had to cook dinner on my wedding night. Yeah. So I cooked dinner, sat there with my new husband. I was 12 years younger than this man. He was, I was 42. I was 40. I had just turned 40 and he was 52. I had just turned 40. No, honey, I turned 40 in April. He turned 52 in June. And because it was January when we got married. And so I'm going like, I cook for my husband because I was cooking for him anyway because that was my job. He had hired me to cook for him, because he wanted home cooked meals. He was a bachelor. So I did that for him. But anyway, I didn't pay it any attention. But then I didn't even have a chance to buy lingerie or anything. That was going to be my last marriage after 10 years of waiting. And but anyway, I night fell and I was so happy um to be in the bed with my husband. No sinning. God is looking and smiling from heaven on me. The pastors, they could breathe knowing that this sister in the church is, married and nobody's looking at them like, because I'm dating or something. Believe me, all that go on in the church. So nothing go on, honey. After a while, your new husband starts to snore, and you reach over and you grab his arm, the lay in his arm, and he said he don't mean no harm, but he never slept like that. Tried to make some excuse about me sleeping in his arms, and I knew something was wrong. I knew it from the beginning. My mind started going back, all the way back. Like I go like, what have I done? What have I got myself into? So the next thing, it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, about three. I rubbed my husband back. That man jumped up out the bed like he was on fire and told me that he couldn't take that pill. Yeah, that was the first time I heard about the pill. And I say, what pill? He say, well, he took a pill to do what he did. Do what he did when he jumped up there like a rabbit for 2 seconds. And I say, what pill? And he was explaining about this pill. Honey, I say, well, you got to go take the pill. Yeah, I say, you go take this pill. He said that, so you want me to take a pill that I told you it made my heart feel fluttered. And you want me to take a pill? I say, yep, take a pill. By now I'm pissed. He say, you rather have a dead husband or you want sex? And I said, sex, because I already got a dead husband. That's why I got married, to have sex. I did not know, and I was unaware at the time that I could have got an annulment. But what it is, I want you guys to hear me and hear me well. If you marry someone and just say they are in the church, and then when you marry them, they're the same way, they're not doing anything. It is hell laying in the same bed with a man that's not touching you. No kind of way. No caressing, no touching, no plucking, no rubbing, nothing. And then you giving them a chance, giving them a chance after chance. I was so embarrassed, I couldn't tell nobody in my family, nobody in the church, not a sister in the church. Who was I going to tell? So I left and I came to another country, might as well say, trying to get something, shake up the marriage and say, well, this will shake him up if I leave. And I had just married him. And then the family coming. What happened? This good man, she got this good husband. Good husband. Why would she leave her good husband? I was too ashamed to say. When I come back, I thought it would be different. Nope. I would not lie to you. If I got to just really close my eyes and try to remember another time besides the first time that my husband did that to me, whatever that was, is sad because I can't remember any other time. He said it was 3 times. It was not. And how sad if your wife got to try to remember you touching her or kissing or caressing. There was no intimacy in the marriage. Let me tell you, if you see this video and you are young, you have someone older than you, and you are young and your body is tight and snatched, don't hang around. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, you might can go to a counseling or give it a try. I could say maybe give it a try. But after you give it a try, you set your time on what is satisfactory to you, what's a goal. Then if he don't meet up with that, but don't give him a lifetime, what I'm saying to you, don't give him a lifetime. Don't give him all of your youth. Don't give him 20 years. Do you know there's a sexless married group? There are women and men, but more so women, that have come forth, and you would not believe. I thought I was bad. We got some 45-year-old sexless marriage couples. 45 years. And let me tell you, honey, you cannot get back one night. If it does not start out with you sleeping in your husband's arms, you being kissed and caressed, romantically involved with each other, and him chasing you around the house every now and then, or a tower snatching and playing little games, it's not going to happen. And you can, from what the judge told me, get an annulment. Okay? You don't have to live like this. If you are in the church and you go tell the sister, the mother of the church, go to the pastor or whatever, the first lady, if you are into that if that's you. But you got to let them know what happened. If you want to, that's your personal business. But on the real note, honey, you can get an annulment legally because number one, did you sign up to have a sexless marriage? Is Did he tell you that it was something physically wrong with him that he couldn't perform? Mm-mm. Honey, you will go crazy trying to live with someone like that. You could get sick, you could get overweight. It's so many things could happen in your life trying to. Why should you try to hold on and drag out for someone to want you that's supposed to love you and be your husband? That's how it goes. But living in a sexless marriage is not the way to go. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that, honey. That's no way to live. That's nowhere to go. I just felt like I had to tell somebody. And I'm going to keep telling you, like once a year, long as I have this channel, I just do not want no woman to give a man 20 years of day if you young, especially if you're a young woman. Just say, honey, the youngest one that I talked to was 26 years old. Can you imagine? That's the youngest one in the sexless group, 26. There's no way. But I talked to that woman and normally most of the time, they are Christian women. That's the sad part about it. When you using the church or religion to penetrate your personal, even your sex life with your husband, to say that you have to stay in a marriage with, talking about better or worse, that makes a marriage. That is part of a marriage. Sex is a part of a marriage. Intimacy, kissing, hugging, all of that is intimacy. Without that glue of a marriage, the kissing in the ears and all of that stuff, there is, honey, you got trouble on your hand. This is Joanna. This old lady talk. Don't say I didn't tell you. If you share this video, give me a thumbs up. Share it. Share it. Tell somebody. Share it with somebody who you think going through this. Share, share, share. You can get an annulment because the judge told me after almost 20 years of marriage, the judge told me I could have got an annulment, but I didn't. Then what's going to happen to you? You're going to wait till you get 60 years old in a sexless marriage, holding on, praying that God going to change this man. No, he ain't. That's the makeup of that man for whatever reasons. And there's so many reasons. Like the sisters, so many sisters are different. Every relationship and marriage, they're different. I could go on and on what went on and what transpired for 20 years in my marriage. But the things I've been hearing, honey, I'm a sound the trumpet. And if I, like I said, if I have to come back every year and redo this video over and over until I'm so wrinkled in the face, but I don't want no one to lose their youth and their life for that. And praying and hoping and all that for something that's useless and ain't gonna change. And then you, honey. So that's all I got to say for this. Leave in the comment if you want to ask me a question. I do read the comments. I will answer questions because, honey, it got worse. It got worse. Oh, God, because that will bring out all kinds of stuff. You get older, it will bring out, oh, man. Yeah, sometimes it don't go on very well. And I don't want nobody to be sitting up in jail, or I don't want nobody to commit suicide. I don't want nobody to go and try to get another identity because of the church and all that. That's ridiculous when you can get an annulment from a judge. It's your business, it's your life. Nobody is with you, woman, that's laying in the bed and this man got his back to you when everybody else is hugging and playing with their husband. That's why you marry Christian women. That's why you marry. Well, I hope that I could help somebody. And I'm, hope you have a good day. And share the video, share it to Facebook, share it, because I don't want anyone anywhere to lay in the middle of the night looking up at the moon through the curtain, the moon coming down, and you just thinking about your dead husband. It's pitiful. And I don't want nobody to have to go through what I want. Loveless, sexless, all of that. Marriage. It's not what you should do. It's unhealthy. Okay, well, I'm going to say goodbye. Like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye-bye.